revenue for the company was about $8 million. Our production efficiency, which is something I just keep track of on handwritten notes at my desk, was $12,000 per month per employee. And we had about 35,000 square feet of production area. And today, even with all the changes that went on last year, which you all know about, we have 131 employees. Revenue last year was over $36 million. Our production efficiency is now $24,000 per month per employee, and we have over 140,000 square foot under roof. And George, you've been a huge part of making that all happen. And I want to thank you for that, because that's incredible. And you think about that, where we've been and where we are, it wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for George. So. We're looking forward to I was trying to get ideas for these notes that I have here, and I did. You have to forgive me. I looked up retirement wishes, George. I went to Google and I Googled retirement wishes. Sounds original. Got to start somewhere. Anyway, here's an example of what I found. This is what I got. We really appreciate for the things you have done for us so far with a smiling face. And then another example, which was right next to the ad on the side that said, how to meet Asian women online. We'll miss you. You are once of a kind and not easily replaced. So I decided to give that up with Google. And and the whole thing is, why are we here tonight? It's not a retirement. It's a change of direction for you, but it's a chance for us all. And because we don't know exactly when we should do it, but it's a chance for us all to thank you, George, for everything you've done and meant to the company from that day 21 years ago or 22 years ago to today. I'd like to thank you for the last 21 years and being such a big part of our success. As sales manager, you drove our sales to the fourfold increase that I just referred to. Your effort and commitment to the business and selling it through how'd that happen? Sorry. Selling it through through our business model increased our margins so that production efficiency number could come up and double. You helped increase margins. You understood exactly what my dad thought of as the way the business should proceed, and you followed that diligently. The increase in volume made it necessary for the additional capacity, and that's why we doubled our workforce, and that's why we've got so much working areas to keep that kind of stuff going through there. It was because of you. We thank you for being an employee. My dad always used to talk about how hard, he was so impressed with how hard a worker you were. And he says, oh, he really works hard. And that's exactly right, you do. And you're up at 6:30 in the morning, or Friday night, you're on the computer at 6 at night when Patty has a glass of wine and you're working on the next job. I appreciate it. And he's still doing that, okay? So this is no retirement. And that's exactly what Patty was talking about. I was always amazed on the amount of work you got done on the commute. Back and forth. I mean, you're spending 2 hours a day driving back and forth to St. Louis. I knew it involved violations of the company safety. But I was smart enough not to push that too far. And I want to thank you for being a leader and setting such an example with your commitment, dedication, and hard work and professionalism. And what you display is what's essential for every company to be successful. And it's that kind of example that helps drive the company forward. I just put a note here. I bet there are some people in this room that learned from you that they should shave before they come to work. No names. And George, thank you for being a partner. it was in our darkest hour when you stepped up and loaned the company money. And I thank you for that last year. And you were exactly the kind of partner that any team needs to be successful.
Wow.
Thank you for being a confidant, George. You're someone that I could always talk to. I always trusted your input and your judgment and your balanced opinion. And one thing I always enjoyed is listening to you talk, George. He's the only person at work that uses the word cogent in everyday normal conversation. He said it so much that I started saying it all the time too. I had to make sure I was using it correctly. Started saying it so much at home that Vic had to sit around and think about it. And George, thank you most of all for being a friend. That is probably the best reason, and the best reason for this party is to thank you for that, because you did everything above and beyond the call, and it was because of your friendship that you made a difference, and you made a difference for all of us. So George, thank you for that. And finally, I'm going to toast to the irreplaceable George Wooten.
Here, here. You got the prize.